And welcome back to episode 188 of the Hit the Showers podcast, presented to you by the Foolproof Entertainment Network. As always, I am your host, Clifford Jordan Jennings, here with my point man and co-host, Malcolm. I ain't gonna do that to you. Park attendant King.
What up, y'all? Who Cliff talking to? You talking to me?
I'm talking to the park attendant.
Park attendant, boy. Hey, that ain't what they call me.
Your local,
get it right.
Your local park surveillance king.
I'm parking something else in the garage if I'm parking.
We got the guys in the building. We got, in no particular order, AA Ron the Dot Connector, Quentin Q McLeod, and my guy CT in the building. What's happening with y'all?
Miami Heat for life, bitch.
I know that's right. Shit.
Nigga still salty.
I know that's right.
Yep, Bulls was the first victim.
Hey, we helped y'all in your journey.
He said we helped y'all get in.
Yeah, you did. You was good practice.
And then you applied that to the other series in the playoffs. It's all good.
A 3-minute stretch.
Yeah, y'all helped us out. You know, you got our mind right for Giannis. I ain't gonna lie.
They helped y'all the
We're
second
gonna lose,
play.
you know, I'm glad we lost to you. I mean, shit, you had a hell of a run. So, I mean, we wasn't looking too bad.
That's what I said. We lost to the champs.
We'll pat yourself on the back then, goddamn.
Thank you.
No, we don't get a runner-up award.
That nigga.
No participation trophies.
Not participation.
Y'all got another banner in Miami, though. Eastern Conference champs.
Yeah, they got an Eastern Conference, but
They want the real banner.
that's not the banner motherfuckers look to see when they.
How they go about putting them banners up? Like just throw it up there on the off season.
Yeah, it's gonna show up before game.
They don't do that on the first home game.
Yeah. That when you put up any banner. First home game, or if you got special retired jerseys, then you do it on them games. You know?
Adonis Haslam.
I just didn't know when they threw that Eastern Conference champs one up there. They just probably throw it up there.
We'll
I don't even think they put it up.
You gotta respect.
Yeah, they do. They got a lot of.
Nah, they don't put it up. They shoot it up in the sky with a t-shirt cannon and hope it hooks up. Because ain't nobody wasting time to climb up to that tall ass
Yeah, they
ceiling
work
for no Eastern
much.
Conference.
Look, hey, Cliff. Look.
Right, stupid as shit.
Hey, look, Cliff. We know we got more banners coming.
I know that's
We
right.
already got that shit ready to drop down and hook on too. You know what I'm saying?
I know that's
It's all
right.
about to be Charles
Y'all gonna
Barkley.
have to start putting them on the other side, building around now.
So the Miami Heat banners Velcro.
Cliff said, what's the ETA on the other banners?
Listen,
Hey, we trying to get like the Lakers, cuz.
that's a good question.
Well,
though. I ain't even
hold
gonna lie.
on. Now, I'm going to stop you right there. That 2 for 12 by Jimmy Butler ain't going to get you like the Lakers, baby. That ain't no Laker.
Didn't dude also say that Jimmy Butler was one of the best to wear a Heat uniform?
Nah,
said
that's D Wade.
Darren?
Yeah, he
Nah,
said
No,
something
Darren
like that.
doesn't give Jimmy credit. Darren fucking says like Max Strus or somebody fucking gave Vincent the best fucking Heat player. Let him fucking tell it.
D-Wade,
I just thought he said
D-Wade,
Jimmy
LeBron.
was one of the best Heat players to ever put on a jersey.
He ain't say
He
that.
said D-Wade LeBron.
Yeah, D-Wade is definitely above LeBron as far
D
as
Wade number one.
D-Wade's number one.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So it's D-Wade, then LeBron, and then probably Jimmy. Unless y'all have some other, what y'all gonna
I
put
mean,
there?
I guess you could throw LeBron in there.
Yeah, I feel LeBron's kind of like, no offense to LeBron, I feel like he kind of like
Not in my
right place,
eyes.
right
Bro.
time with Dwayne Wade and them guys too. Like it all
You
just
crazy, LeBron, and
I go
Right,
D
you
Wade.
want.
My top three is D Wade, Alonzo Mourning, and
stop.
LeBron James.
Stop.
Alonzo Mourning
I can-
shouldn't even be in that list.
I mean,
Stop.
If Alonzo wasn't there, we don't win that championship when Shaq is there.
No, I disagree. Shaq was going.
I disagree
no, I
too.
agree.
What all the key defensive possessions came from whom?
That's okay. I'll pull up Alonzo's stats. That's why we got Google right here.
Pull up the
That's
stats.
the year
Pull up
Vince
the
Carter
film.
The year
Pull up
Vince Carter
Pull up the film.
We don't got time for film, nigga. I gotta go to work. I don't got
Man.
time for the film, nigga. I'm not watching film.
I'm saying
Oh,
stats don't
Alonzo
mean
Mourning.
shit.
I'm gonna watch film on Alonzo Mourning. Q. Come on, G.
First of all, Alonzo Mourning, don't disrespect Alonzo.
Yeah, you can't
I'm trying
at
to
all.
tell you.
I know that was
It's not-
outside of
it's
your
not about
generation.
disrespect, but if I'm gonna watch film, I'm not watching Alonzo Mourning. Who's
Watch
watching?
LeBron's 4-year
Watch
run
Strong
was definitely
Alonzo.
better than Alonzo's
Watch Strong
run his whole
Alonzo.
time.
It's the league, man.
I know y'all niggas is almost 40, but niggas is not watching Alonzo Mourning on film these days. I'm just telling y'all right now, talking to the young bucks that I talk to. Niggas is not watching Alonzo
I
Mourning.
mean, but in reference to the question, that makes no sense because as who's the best?
No,
Heat?
it's not about the question. Q has said go watch the film. And
Right,
I'm
as
like,
to why
everybody's
he's saying
watching film.
third in the best on the Heat.
It's all right. I got the stats right here. What was the question? Let's hear the question again. Come on, I got the
Vince
stats.
Carter body to body that year. Boom.
Okay,
No.
so
He had
2007,
some blocks.
2008, 6 points, 54%,
That's
15
like his
minutes.
last year.
Right.
That's not a. That's,
That's like
Right.
he got drafted.
oh
like
wow.
2 or something.
That was probably his last year, 2007.
Hold on, what other year? Hold on. I'll go to his best year. 1995, 23 points.
That's Charlotte, and that's Charlotte too.
He didn't even play for
No,
the
that
Heat
was
then.
on the Heat,
That's
Aaron.
not-
That was
that's
on the
not
Heat,
Charlotte.
bro. That was on the Heat.
Yeah, that's when he was
95,
with Tim
96.
Hardaway right there.
That's what I'm saying. If y'all gonna talk about the man, y'all gotta at least know what the fuck he played and what he did. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
That's right
yeah.
here.
Charlotte.
Oh,
He played with Charlotte.
Bro,
He know
played
LeBron,
for the
bro.
Heat.
He played with
1995
Charlotte
to
before that.
96. He played
Yeah.
with Charlotte in 94, 95, bro.
Right, with Kendall Gill and fucking Steph Curry daddy
I
I must
would,
need
Yeah.
and Larry
Yeah.
Johnson.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I'm no Heat fan, but I wouldn't mind that. I don't mind that list, but I would probably. I don't know. I just don't like putting LeBron there because it was so short lived, and
Right.
you had a cast with you involved in your
Thank you.
victory.
But he won.
So I would probably remove LeBron and put Tim Hardaway in there.
Oh,
a Cleveland situation, CT. That's more respectable.
I would put Tim Hardaway over
What?
LeBron.
Here.
I understand
He
that.
was
That's
there
my
once.
reason for not adding Shaq.
He went 4 straight. Y'all clowning.
But he had a great team.
But he's right, and
He
beyond
did
that,
not.
beyond that, I don't know. I don't even know if the Heat.
Who the fuck was center number 50? Anthony? Like, man.
I don't even know if
Hey, don't try my dog.
LeBron doesn't get that
Hey,
done
he
somewhere
told
else
us we
as
had a
well.
great team.
Don't try
Oh,
Joel like that, man.
Right.
Don't try Joel Anthony like that, man. He produced.
Hey.
Right. Q, I did like him.
He
I did
produced,
like yeah,
he
yeah,
produced
CT,
big
don't-
time.
The only way
Yeah.
LeBron doesn't make
Gotta say he was
it
great,
at the
though.
very least to the conference
He is
finals
great.
is if he stays with the Cavs. But the whole point he
He's-
chose to leave the Cavs is because he wasn't getting the help that he wanted. And I
Thank
guarantee you, if he would have went to the fucking Timberwolves, he would have been in the conference finals. That's why I'm not so quick to put him high on that Heat roster, considering who all you had with you and the caliber player you already were.
LeBron
Man, they didn't
took
make the
some
playoffs the
shortcuts,
prior year.
but he took some shortcuts in his career.
But they had a win within what was that 03?
What we talking about? The Heat, the Wade.
Right.
Huh?
They won in 04.
04. Oh, it was
It
05.
would have been 05.
Either way, they had a relevant win. They had a relevant win under their belt before he got there. I'm not
They
saying
beat
it was a KD
Dirk Nowitzki
situation
without
where he
LeBron.
went the next year, but you still went to a relevant team and then you put up what you put up. But I don't know if that automatically in my book merits you all-time great on that team. Because how many teams you gonna be an all-time great on?
Look at his numbers on that team. Look
But
at the history books on the Heat franchise. Like,
when
he's
he
probably
joined
top
that,
on all of them.
when he
In
joined
that
that
short
team,
span.
when he joined that team, wasn't like LeBron, Wade, and Chris Bosh all respectively in their positions like number one? Basically.
I believe
No.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
Bosh
were.
was the
Yeah, they
number one
were.
in
Bosh
Toronto.
was the number
before
one
he-
power
Oh,
forward.
yeah, number one option.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
So to
Yeah.
Cliff's point, that's what we're getting at.
But they don't always work out.
They don't. I'm not disagreeing on that because we seen what happened to my Lakers.
And you see what happened to
I'm
them?
just saying-
Hey, but we ain't
First
talking
year.
about woulda, shoulda, couldas now, because this is history, so it happened.
Right, it
Right.
happened. I just think when I think of an all time, right, I think of somebody who came up, got it out the mud to, 4-year squad. I don't think of a guy who comes
Same with
there for
KD.
4 years and
I don't
bounces out.
consider
No,
KD I don't consider KD an all-time Warrior. I consider him one of the greatest Warriors players to have the jersey on, but not
yeah,
like
you
he's
can't.
not.
You can't.
He's
Okay,
not-
Because
so
then KD's going to be 6 all-time great on 6 different teams. That doesn't make
Right.
sense. You don't get that.
Right.
okay, so I give, because you got to remember, the Heat was number 1 in the East in the 90s as well, with Tim
They
Hardaway
lost
and Alonzo Mourning.
And the
Mhm.
Knicks,
So
Knicks that 1 year they
being those tough battles and being a Heat fan, Alonzo Mourning did a lot, and
In
we
1999.
we had championship teams, but couldn't get across the fucking hump because it was tough in the East back then.
I'm there.
Yeah, that's true with Jordan.
That's
Jordan
what's
wasn't getting given up
I mean, you
nothing.
talking about
But I tell you what,
Detroit on the map when we got Shaq, we had to battle
with Larry Johnson and
Right.
them,
You're right.
and Starks.
You're right.
That's when the Knicks went all the way to the finals. And
Mhm.
it was
Yeah, so for Zoe to come back and back up Shaq and be such a defensive force and winning that championship, that's why I give him his spot.
I
Man,
mean,
Dwight Howard did the same thing.
Cancer or something?
Man, that team was solid in those
Anthony
fits.
Alonzo got sick that year. He got sick. He had to step out the league for like a year or two.
Yeah. That's how he
Yeah.
ended up with New Jersey
Yeah, he damn near
because they
died.
were the team to take him.
yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know nothing about that.
Yeah, he came back to Miami right after that.
But
when we got Shaq.
to round it back to the original question that Malk brought up, he said when you said y'all plan on getting a lot of them. My
Right,
question, banners. When
Banners.
you said you plan on getting a lot of them, and you asked, well, when do you see your next one guy?
Right, ETA.
That's a fair question to ask, right? Because I have in the past criticized Jimmy Butler and saying he's not your number 1 guy. And as much as he fought to keep them in
alive,
contentions and get them, where they got in the finals, I think it kind of proved he's not the number 1 guy.
He should have
How?
won that last game.
He had a hurt ankle too. Like
I don't care
y'all
what you heard.
clowning.
I don't care what you heard.
The
I
CT,
ain't
If you
no
playing,
brainer
you
in
playing. If you
Who's
playing,
Did
you
he
playing.
play? He went to a couple game 7s.
If
like,
you playing,
what?
you playing. Who's your
Yeah.
favorite player? LeBron. How long he been playing on a hurt ankle? At least the past 2 seasons.
or about a hurt groin, CT.
So I'm not counting none of that. I don't care nothing about your sore
He's
ankle.
really hurt.
You're in the
For sure.
finals. If you can hobble your ass up and down the court, there's no motherfucking. I'm not giving you leeway there.
If you say I can play, I'm gonna play. We expect you to play.
Jimmy dropped the 50 on a hurt ankle or knee or
He
something.
did, didn't he? He did.
Let's stop that. Let's stop that madness. I'm just saying.
But I'm just saying he run out of gas too. You play so many games, like
Not Jimmy.
Your
Jimmy
number
don't
one
run-
option, can't be that
just don't run out of
inconsistent.
gas.
He don't.
You
When do
saw
you
him in the
ever-
bubble. You saw him in the bubble all tired and stuff too. He does run out of gas. Like
Jimmy
Hey.
don't get gas like that. CT. LeBron's playing fucking damn near 40 minutes a game.
don't compare nobody to LeBron, bro. Like
What do you? The whole point is LeBron's older than him, and LeBron's not even
Hey,
getting
you
gas
can't
like
compare
that.
nobody really
Hey.
to LeBron. Like
You really can't compare nobody to.
exactly, you can't compare nobody to LeBron. I hate
Hey
when people
Cliff,
say
hey
that.
Cliff, hey
I
Cliff,
ain't
hey,
even
Cliff, hold on,
gonna lie,
Cliff.
bro.
Hey, watch this, Cliff. Would you say like Cliff? Would you say he got similar stats to LeBron coming out, same position?
Paulo
Okay.
Banchero.
But that's my guy.
Man.
Okay, no, I just wanted to double check,
Cliff.
Cliff. Wanted to double check. Just wanted to make
I
sure.
told y'all he was special though.
Y'all,
You right, CT. You right. You can't compare nobody to that man. He's
Niggas ain't showing up to play the match.
you comparing Paulo to LeBron
You
already?
said what, Aaron?
They're not showing up.
Good luck. Good luck.
Niggas ain't coming with their A game against the Magic.
No.
Okay, niggas don't even what?
No, and I will say this: you are correct, and that is a good point to bring up. Nor did Paulo have a target on his back coming into the league. Niggas was trying to
At
bust
all.
LeBron's ass smooth out of high school. Oh, this is
Nobody
y'all's
knew
king.
Apollo was
Let me
gonna get
show
drafted.
you why he's not. So I do think even
I
though
get
the
it.
stats may be comparable, LeBron had to fight a lot harder to get him than Paulo did.
Paulo's still my guy.
Man,
Oh, I
that's
fucks
all.
with him.
Still
I fucks
nice.
with him for
He'll
sure.
He's a
be in
grown
the
man out there, bro. He a whole.
Oh,
He'll-
hold on. Because
he'll
a
be in the
player
Heat
was
uniform.
more known coming up, their journey was tougher.
Yes.
LeBron,
Out
of
of
course,
high
yes.
school?
LeBron had motherfucking interviews at 13 years old. There were players that were saying he doesn't deserve to get this much energy put in him.
Y'all know LeBron
Before
wasn't
he
the
ever-
first player. Hold on, time out. Y'all know LeBron wasn't the first player to get interviews in high school and shit, right?
No.
I said 13 years old, my G, before he even hit his freshman year.
Malcolm.
Yeah, there's other players that did that.
No,
First high
no,
school
no,
on
no.
ESPN.
Hold on,
they
hold on,
didn't.
hold on.
No, there's
they
not,
didn't.
there's not
First
a,
game
you
on
know,
high school.
There are. Yeah,
There's not- there's not-
It's cool.
no, there's not nobody as young as LeBron who's been on the ESPN cover.
It's cool.
Oh,
There's
nah,
not-
I ain't
there's
gonna
not-
say that.
the-
You're saying cover.
The
You're
point,
saying
listen, because you're trying to bring it down to an individual thing, and the point is nobody has gotten the hype that LeBron got coming out of high school. Absolutely no one. To the point that his
That's why they still
counterparts,
comparing dudes 20 years later.
to the
like,
point that his NBA counterparts were upset at the attention he was getting. That
They
infamous
comparing the
Paul
big dudes
Pierce
to LeBron.
interview is still going around about Paul Pierce saying, I couldn't
Oh,
wait to
yeah,
play
I
LeBron to
agree.
bust his ass to show
So why
everybody he
were they-
wasn't that,
why were
and
they
he
following-
is.
Why were they doing videos following Kobe around back when he was in high school?
You're not paying attention. You're not
Right.
paying attention.
First high school
Right.
game.
Malcolm,
He didn't have that national exposure.
You weren't old enough to understand what they were doing to LeBron.
He
as
was
far
the
as-
first
Cole
person
got traded in
to
the
have
draft.
multiple high school games on ESPN. They were playing his high school games like NBA games. They didn't play high school games at all on ESPN.
He was the
didn't even
first game
start
on
his
high
first
school
year.
on
Kobe didn't even
ESPN.
start his first year. Kobe sat behind Eddie Jones his first year.
Right.
Yeah.
LeBron
Motherfuckers
They
were-
wanted to watch him play.
Motherfuckers were waiting to get a piece of LeBron since his sophomore year in high school. And I'm talking about pro athletes.
Hold on, Cliff. Hold on.
Shaq and them at the
Hold on.
game.
I gotta address this. Hold on. Aaron, you said Kobe sat behind Eddie Jones.
His first year he did.
Hold on, time out. Almost everybody besides Magic Johnson that came to the Lakers their rookie year probably sat, right? The Lakers is one of the greatest franchises of all time. A little different than when you go to Chicago or Cleveland, you may start. So it's not untypical for somebody to sit on the Lakers. They've always had. Look at this. Look at the all-time great Lakers.
I mean,
They
regardless,
had
that,
some bad teams.
Like that was. I just had to address that because that didn't make no sense. That's the Lakers.
Okay. All right. So I'll give you that. That I will give you. But here's what I'm trying to say. Did Kobe have $100 million contract in high school?
no.
Did
Let's
they play any Kobe Bryant games on national TV?
That's a no as well.
That wasn't the thing. That wasn't the thing at the time, was it?
It could have easily been if he was.
It wasn't a thing at LeBron's time. LeBron made
No, it
that the
wasn't.
thing.
They made it. They made it.
That's what I'm trying to explain. He
Yeah.
had so much hype around him that the NBA players were upset about it. Why are you giving this nigga shine when we're supposed to be on TV? You're cutting our spots to play a high school kids games? So niggas were
accurate.
chomping at the bit to get at LeBron when he came in the league just to prove he's not him. That there was nobody like that for Paulo. There wasn't nobody like that for anybody else in the league.
No,
Ever.
Kevin Garnett,
Not
Mark,
one high school
remove-
player was targeted like LeBron.
Dwight
Removing
Howard.
all the games to the
Howard.
Ohio State and shit like that. They started moving games to the college arenas.
Yeah.
So yeah, I understand why motherfuckers say you can't make that comparison, but at the same time, there will never be another LeBron. But I do think that you do find somebody that statistically keeps up.
I don't.
I do.
It's definitely. I mean, there's always progression. There's gonna be.
Yeah,
somebody.
there's gonna
I
be.
just think the league is so soft now. Brian played through an era where it was crazy. Like
That's why I
when you-
think. That's why.
you had to be tough. You had to play tough ball. You had to fight through stuff. Nowadays, it's like stats.
You could-
It's like a statistic. Like
You could get away without a 3-point shot. Now you can't.
I don't know nowadays.
No, that's what I'm saying. When LeBron came in, you could get away without a 3-point shot at all. Yeah. And that's what he was doing for a lot of the early parts of his career.
Just slashing.
Right. Now, you can't just do that. So there is going to be a guy who has the ability to slash like LeBron. We've already seen Zion. But also has a shot decent, I'm not saying Curry style, but a decent enough shot that he's going to keep up with him statistically. And we're going to be like, God damn, we didn't expect to see those stats coming out of a rookie.
But you see, Zion already missed like 2 years. He ain't played.
Well, so I wouldn't have compared. I don't know why Cliff personally brought up.
Well, I just said Zion because motherfuckers said the same thing about when LeBron was out. They was like, healthy. You're not gonna find nobody as big that jumps as high and dunks as powerful. Then Zion came around. They were like, oh, let me shut the fuck up now.
Yeah, he turns out he's not.
But the thing is, you're just gonna have to stay healthy for a long period of time.
That's what it comes down to. You're gonna have to have a long career.
Like 27, 28 plus, make the playoffs every year, and try to get to the finals. Like
not even really. You don't even necessarily have to do that, especially if you come out the gate strong.
You gotta show effort.
If you come out the gate strong, you've already balanced out numbers.
This dude averaged like 32 in the playoffs and stuff, 35.
Right, but averaging points per game average was in the low 20s for the first couple years.
He's top 10 in almost every category. Like,
you talking about LeBron or Zion? Mm-hmm. Talking about LeBron?
Yeah.
I can't say Zion.
LeBron played
not Zion.
9% of the games of those seasons. Zion has been out-thoughting. Like a
no. I was just comparing Zion to the strength driving ability, the ability to dunk, the ups, all that.
I don't think it's even the same.
Running towards the basket, he still does, but he just runs towards the basket and tries to find an open man. Like LeBron's game was like that early on. He just ran towards the basket. If he could find an open man, he would. If not, he would mash on.
Right.
He had that Dom magic in too. Dom pass.
Yeah, I'm just saying there's always times where a motherfucker says we will never see a better. They said we'd never see a better shooter. Then Steph came about. We'd never see a better dunker. Then you have motherfuckers who's 285 pounds with a 50-plus vert. There's always going to be something that gets better along the lines.
I don't think we'll see it, but yeah.
No, I don't think we'll see it. And if we do see it, it'll be right before our last few days. I guarantee you that. But the way the game is progressing, I don't think that we can automatically say we don't see something else like that.
I think they setting the bar so high too now. Like Brian, if he stay another 5 years, like it's gonna be crazy.
Think about the kids now. I think we talked about on the podcast how they got the highlight tapes of the second and third graders, these little kids that's really shooting from three, and like back in the day, kids wasn't even able to put balls up that high.
Yeah, to shoot like this.
Right, they would lower the hoops for them and shit. Now they're shooting on 10-foot hoops from a high school 3-point line and consistent with them. They have trainers working with them from a young age.
They got YouTube videos. So
you hear me?
You can pull your phone out and get some dribble drills in, nigga.
It's going to be different down the line. I guarantee you that. I mean, it's easy to fall in love with our generation's talent, but that's what generations are for, to be greater than the one that came before him.
I think parents are going to start approaching making kids differently too, as far as like I'm 6'5" personally. Maybe I should find me a 6'2", 6'3" chick.
I seen a TikTok. I seen a TikTok of a dude he said that on a video. He said what'd he say? I breeded into height or something like that was like the caption on it. And the dude was 6'6" and his wife was 6'8". And he ended up having 2 7-foot plus kids.
At that point, just give him a basketball, see how it works.
You hear what I'm saying? Even the girl, they even had a daughter, and I think the daughter was 6'8" as well. The daughter was taller than the dad.
Well, see a center in the WNBA, 6'8". It's a center in the WNBA.
Listen. Oh yeah, she wrecked it.
But I say that to say I agree with your point. I do think that you do now find more targeted spouses, or I don't want to call it breeding because that sounds funny, but essentially that's what you're doing.
Selective breeding.
Unless you don't date sick people because you don't want your kids to come out sick, right?
Hey, women been doing that for years.
No,
Exactly.
you are right.
Women cherry pick every dude they have a baby with.
Not every.
Listen, that's a deeper conversation.
Man, that's deep.
That's some of these.
Because I've seen some goofies out here. Hey, Cliff, we seen some goofies out here.
I mean, but there's goofies. You right, there's goofies everywhere. But I mean, that was their, not to get into it, but that was their only mode of guaranteeing that their child was good, is by making sure I selected the strongest or you know what I'm saying? So women kind of have it built in to do so, where men are just like, oh, you giving it to me? I'll Zion Williamson it. You know what I'm saying? Tell you two whole sex doll out here.
That shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
But rounding it back to get it's just such a, to keep it a buck, it's just such a boring team. Like, and I don't mean play style. Yeah, I don't mean play style. I just mean like the whole market is just so boring. Like, so it's like, congrats to them for getting their first ever, championship, and Jokic being the lowest drafted player to ever get a Finals MVP. But it's like, how much can I really talk about him? And if I do choose to talk about him, it's only gonna be Nikola.
Well, I mean, Jamal, but you can't say that though, man. Come on, stop.
I mean, I hear you, but Jamal Murray, it's clear, right? It's clear from these past two games. If Nikola had 4 assists in the championship game, game 5, and he had 4 assists in game 4. If Jamal Murray is not getting his feeds from Nikola, he's not looking like Jamal Murray.
Well, that's the shooting guard, though, right?
I mean,
but it's not up to your center to feed your shooting guard. Shooting guard means you should be able to create your own shot, and he does a lot of trying.
Right, but why would you?
Trying?
Yeah, he does, but he does a lot of trying too. They had videos of Nikola sitting there with his hands out with an open 3 while he dribbling up on motherfucking Max Strus.
You did that on everybody.
And that's what I'm saying. I get it, but you shouldn't. If that's your game, you shouldn't have to. We shouldn't have to rely on Nikola getting 12 assists for you to have 27 points.
I think he's going to get 12 assists.
Why did Michael Porter Jr. outscore you in the championship game? And he had more points to bring them back in, hit more momentum swings.
I mean, but Cliff, let's not act like in game 3 that he didn't play 45 minutes, drop 34 points.
And how many assists did Nikola have?
I gotta pull that up.
That's what I'm getting at. If Nikola is feeding him, then yes, he hits them. But not,
he hits those on ISOs too. You crazy?
Over that same game.
Not as high of a clip. Not at all as high of a clip.
Hold on, Nikola had 10 assists that game, Cliff. They both had 10 assists.
No, you're saying how many with the Jamal Murray?
That's what I'm getting at.
I don't know.
What I'm getting at is a bulk of Nikola's assists go to Jamal, and a bulk of Jamal's points come from Nikola. So if Nikola doesn't have 10 assists, then you have the game where Jamal Murray has 14 points, shooting 6 for 15. The game where Jamal Murray has 15 points, shooting 5 for 17. That's what I'm getting at.
Isn't that the definition of a 2-man game, though? A 2-man game, which is what they run.
You're right.
One is dependent upon the other, whether it's guard, center, guard. So it just.
You're right.
Jamal had like 10 assists probably.
But Cliff, what's wrong with that? That's what me and Q do on 2K. What you just said is literally what me and Q do.
And they know.
But no.
And they know they gonna do it too.
Right. But you can still score without receiving a pass from Q. Is what I'm getting at. If Q chooses not to pass the ball at all, you will still score. What I'm getting at is look at the stats, look at the game, look at the stats. Nikola chose in the past 2 games to cut back on his assists. And what happened to Jamal's points? Under 15, both games.
That's a good.
But look at Aaron Gordon.
Aaron Gordon actually stepped up. Aaron Gordon been stepping up.
Murray,
that's what Jamal said. He's
Jamal's biggest scoring game, I can't remember which one it was, but
game 3.
Nikola had 14 assists.
Nah, there were 7 assists from Jokic.
Right, and he ended the game with 14 assists.
Pick and pops.
All I'm saying is it should be, and that's why Nikola's so amazing, right? Because it should be the other way around. It should be the 2 guard feeding the big. The big doesn't score unless the 2 gets him the ball. But in this situation, it's reversed. You're the 2. You are the shot creator. So the center should not have to get you the ball for your average to be as high as...
You don't see him post up sometimes.
But even if he gets them the ball, Cliff, how do we know it's because Nikola's not maybe being double teamed, or they know that he's balling, so they're trying to slow him down and he's just kicking it out? You know what I mean? Open shot.
The game changing, man.
Is antiquated.
You said what?
It's antiquated from what you're referring to. You said it shouldn't be the center.
Right.
If you're the coach, you'll be like, it shouldn't be that. But let's look at what he does in passes.
Right.
Let him work. Look,
game
changing. Pick and roll don't look good to you. If the pick and roll calls for you to not actually roll to the basket and stay up top, and you feel like you need to pass the ball.
Right.
I'm Matt Malone. I'm not that good of a coach. Do what you got to do.
Are you saying you as in yourself, or you as in
I'm Matt Malone.
Right.
Is his name Matt Malone?
Mike Malone.
Mike Malone.
Right.
Mike Malone.
Matt's brother.
If I'm Mike Malone, and Eric Spoelstra's a better coach than I am, which he is, right? You got to use your strength on the court. Jokic is your player coach. Whatever you feel like doing with the ball, I'm chilling.
Right. I agree, Aaron.
That's what
I trust you. Right. No, I trust him.
I trust you. It's the Cliff, he is the quarterback of the team, believe it or not. Nikola is the quarterback on that team.
I think
and Jamal Murray ends up being the wide receiver, where I can't catch a pass unless you throw it to me. But you shouldn't be by design. By design, you should be more of a running back. I'll still get my...
say that. I won't say by design.
Why you say that?
Because the game has changed.
Well,
man.
I agree. But when the time is up, when the clock runs out in Denver, and they end up looking to ship you off, it's not going to be a 2-man ship off. It's going to be you by yourself. And if they start looking at your stats and seeing, oh, but without Jokic, you wasn't that hot, what happens to your money?
Who's getting shipped off, Cliff?
I'm saying, hypothetically.
He ain't going nowhere, but he going to fall off next year. I ain't worried about next year. Because you got a guy in, motherfucker, what his name is, Wembanyama?
Victor Wembanyama.
A motherfucker that should be at center gonna be at the point.
Well, he's gonna be like a 2 or 3. They're gonna put him at point. They're gonna put him at
He's gonna run.
He's gonna end up being he's gonna end up being more of a Jokic situation where he'll bring the ball up as well.
Especially with Popovich.
Not gonna work.
Okay, but how many highlight videos we done seen some of these cats 6'8", 6'9", like damn near 280, doing the same shit Wemby doing.
Hey, that's why they try to kill Magic Johnson, man. They try to kill him.
Try to kill who?
Magic Johnson. They try to kill my boy. They seen it happen in the 80s where a 6'9" dude came in the league, dishing dimes, handling the rock like a motherfucker. They tried to kill a nigga, man.
They said, oh, this nigga came from the future. Oh, and he got a little female fetish. Let's send him some tainted.
Like,
you give a nigga bad medication and end up down that road. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying. They said
that comes from
1979. This nigga was drafted.
That come from the owner.
Yeah, the Dr. Bus was getting him into some shit. Shit.
Yeah, I seen
Yeah, you're right. You know, so I think that, look, for all I know, rest in peace, Dr. Bus, but he probably wanted to set him up with that shit. Not set him up intentionally, but like, there's some bitches over here,
That was just my conspiracy theory.
I mean, he may be onto something because I don't trust the NBA owner named Doctor.
Right, Dr. Bus.
You're a fucking NBA owner. Why? But
if you earned the degree, some motherfuckers.
I get it, right? But still, you're an NBA. You're not a fucking surgeon. You're an NBA owner.
Because there's not teachers that have doctors.
You're not a therapist. Clearly,
they give doctorates to people who are just
that went to school long enough. I get it.
No. If you give the school a lot of money, they'll make you a doctor. I just got $200 million. Oh yeah, now you Dr. Spencer.
I need someone to notarize my shit and make it say doctor and make it look good on the resume.
Damn.
Listen, nowadays you can identify as one.
If you put Dr. King on a resume, if you put Dr. King on the resume, it's over with.
It's over with. If you don't get that job, if you don't get that job,
Dr. King,
they like, we gotta hire this motherfucker for the NAACP at our motherfucking door.
Dr. Malcolm Elijah King on
Listen, why not?
That nigga getting a corner.
Why the fuck not?
You got a degree? No, I'm my own doctor.
All right. No, I'm a doctor more so in the motivational term sense of the word.
You hear me? Yeah. Anyway.
You know, kind of like Martin Luther was, because I guarantee you wasn't no college giving him no motherfucking 8-year chance to be a doctor.
Martin King did get his doctorate. But
did he?
Yeah, he did.
He did. He went to college twice.
Okay.
But still, you probably stretched the hell out of that name. I'm Doctor.
No abbreviations. I want it all the way stuck the fuck out.
The fuck? But shit, I mean,
Jamal Murray ain't finna fall off. He ain't finna get traded. He ain't no bum. Yeah, he might be the rock.
Well, wait.
He might be what?
Well, wait, though. I don't know if we can automatically say he won't get traded, because we're in a situation right now where the Golden State Warriors have some questions to do about who they choose to pick and who they choose to let go. So, would you ever have thought that Klay Thompson may get traded? Would you ever have...
Thompson's not Jamal Murray. He's not Jamal Murray. He's not Jamal Murray. Klay Thompson is not Jamal Murray.
He was better at a point in time.
I'm not disagreeing there.
And for a longer point in time.
Now,
right, CT, right here, right now.
Right. But you see how time causes situations like that. So we can't automatically. So listen, if we know that Klay Thompson was better than Jamal Murray, didn't drive as much either, and took an L.
He's better because Jamal's only 26. Cliff Klay is way older than Jamal.
Right. He also took 2 whole years off of playing. He
right. And Jamal had 2 whole years off too, Cliff. Let's not forget.
Right. That's what I'm getting at. You're not following me. He's already injury prone. And he hasn't accomplished what Klay has.
But when he plays well typically, and he just won a ring. Did you not hear the fans' reaction?
Run.
You could
Did
say
you not hear the fans' reaction to
listen, but think about Golden State and Klay Thompson. Do you think Golden State didn't hold Klay Thompson more dear as a splash brother than Denver does with Jamal Murray?
I don't know.
All I'm saying is there's always an opportunity for you to get shipped off.
There is, but
especially when you hurt a lot. Right, when he plays, sure. But what did we just say at the beginning of the show? He was out the last 2 seasons in the playoffs.
If they would have traded him,
so what happens? So what happens? Right. No. Because what happens if you're number 1 in the West again next year, and he goes out in the playoffs once again? At this point, we gotta say, out of the last 4 years, you've only been available for 1. It's time to start thinking about the future.
Never, but when we got you
never
healthy, we can win.
Yeah,
that is wild. That is wild.
Look, did you not see what Jamal was just doing in the bubble before he was hurt?
Correct, and went down for 2 years. Like we said, for 2 years, went down and came down, got the Vic. But once again, how many seasons, how many postseasons was he available for them?
And Klay did the exact same thing last year. Klay did the exact same thing.
I just don't understand how y'all aren't getting the correlation.
He came back. They wanted you.
And then here's what.
And then young in his career.
Right, but here's the thing though. Here's the thing that you're not taking into account. We wouldn't even be having this conversation about Klay Thompson if it wasn't for the fact that they won that championship. And they adjusted those contracts, and now we've come to a year where multiples are up at one point. Now we have to see who is worth keeping, and we already know Jordan Poole got paid.
So it's Draymond or Klay. Really.
Right, so there's no guarantee that doesn't happen to Jamal with this championship team. Motherfuckers are getting paid already. So you're going to come to a situation, whether it's next year, the year after, or the year after that, where it's like, shit, we got multiple contracts up. Who's been available? Who's been producing? Get rid of the one who has it. And if Clay's on a chopping block, it'd be hard to believe that Jamal could not be, is all I'm saying.
I just think they got a good window while they got it now.
They do got a good window.
So their numbers through the first 6 years of each of their careers are very similar. Clay slightly edges Jamal in the end, but
checking on Clay though, they had Steph to worry about. Clay was just going out there shooting.
Right, that's the same. Yes, I'm saying Jamal doesn't have a Steph out there with him.
Nikola.
He has Nikola, right? But Clay had Draymond, Steph. He has Jordan Poole now as well. Like he has other. Jamal doesn't have. He has him and Nikola.
And they didn't even start. They didn't even start when they got there.
What you mean? Well, I mean, it's not just a him and Nikola situation. You have motherfuckers on the bench that are stepping up.
I understand the Nuggets won the championship. No disrespect to them, but on paper, who's the better looking team, the Warriors or the Nuggets? As a whole,
The Nuggets. At this point.
No.
Here's the reason.
It's not.
The Warriors do not have a Jokic player through any position that is that unselfish to do what Jokic does, right?
Draymond Green would be the closest.
So Steph Curry's an off-the-ball player. Klay Thompson is a two-way player, I guess you could say, and Draymond Green is a defensive specialist. Right.
Name the best players on the Nuggets, like the elite. Let's say the elite players on the Nuggets, the elite.
So what? So
it would just be Nikola and Jamal.
All right. So who are the elite players on the Warriors?
They used to be Steph and Klay.
It's Steph, Jordan, and Klay still was pretty much consistent.
Jordan.
Yeah, it's a stretch putting Jordan in as an elite, but
Michael Porter Jr.
Jordan's not an elite player.
Michael Porter Jr. is definitely somebody.
Jordan's not an elite player?
Nah.
These guys are first round picks.
KCP showed up.
Nah. Not giving Jordan Poole an elite player. He's been fucking up for them.
Bruce Brown.
He's a scorer, but you're an awful decision maker. Why do you think there's a rift in Golden State as we speak?
He averaged 20 points for the season, Cliff.
So did Paulo as a rookie.
But that's fine. But we're saying as far as elite, great, whatever you want to label it, the Warriors.
So is Paulo elite as a rookie?
It doesn't. Does Paulo have three other people on his team elite with him?
We're not talking about that. We're talking about him standing on his own 10. Is Paulo elite as a rookie?
As a rookie, yeah. As a rookie, him. Yeah, him.
Okay.
So he won Rookie of the Year. He won Rookie of the Year. Hold on. Did they give out Rookie of the Year?
Paulo's not elite, and Jordan's not elite.
So why do they give out Rookie of the Years then, Cliff? Is it for a slap on the ass? No, it's because
it's to understand who is the best out of the newbies. The newbies.
Tyreke Evans.
But you still had to produce. Like it's not like it was
right. Production and elite and being elite are two different things. You can't say that. You can't say that Steph and Klay are elite and then throw in somebody as young as Jordan Poole who hadn't done shit.
He averaged 20 points on the season.
But I'm saying rookies do that. Rookies do that. That doesn't make rookies elite.
That's one year.
Not all rookies do that.
Huh? I'm lost.
Paulo's not the first. He's not the first.
But that wasn't the point.
All I'm saying is when you're brand new to a squad, just because you make a few shots with everybody else doesn't get you that elite status. Steph and Klay had to work to get that. Jordan Poole is not there yet.
They didn't win Rookie of the Year though. In this case,
Rookie of the Year.
We're not talking about Rookie of the Year. We're talking about elite.
You said Rookie of the Year don't mean nothing.
It doesn't mean nothing. No,
it doesn't mean you're elite.
It really,
no,
it kind of don't.
It just means you were good your first year.
So they should just get rid of the award then, huh? They should just
No.
That's the dark version of it.
What you think? Rookie of the year a waste?
But look.
Nobody's saying it's a
One
waste.
rookie that just kill and it's just like a
Nobody's saying it's a waste. You always want to know who the best is out of the new cats that came in the league. All we're saying is that does not make you elite because you win it. It doesn't make you elite just because you came in averaging 21. That does not make you an elite. Steph and Clay had to go through hell to become elite. So to automatically put Jordan Poole in there with them is disrespectful.
How he's an NBA champion.
Look,
and he played a big part in that. He played a big part in that championship as well.
Yeah, Run for sure.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Does that make you elite, though? Aaron Gordon played a big part in them winning the championship. Is he elite?
No.
I'll pull up Aaron Gordon's stats.
No, but think about this, though. Think about this.
Jordan Poole ain't show up in the playoffs.
Right, also as well.
They kind of benched him, too. They ain't let him play.
Because he wasn't showing up.
We're not talking about stats, though.
No, they let
You
Wiggins
used the
come in and
argument
take
he
his
helped them
minutes.
win the championship. So I asked if Aaron Gordon was elite because he helped the Nuggets get one.
No,
but I'm not
at
questioning
all.
stats.
His 4 points weren't enough. His 4 points playing 29 minutes is not enough. No, it didn't help.
What are you talking about? He had 27
He was
points
always
last
guarding
game.
the best
No, Cliff, the very last
locking up.
game. The very last game he just played. The most recent game. He had 4 points,
Right.
played 29 minutes, was 1 for 6, 0
Right.
for 2 for 3.
Right,
We're
but you
talking
led
about
the team the game before.
He was in foul trouble.
What have you done lately? Talking about what happened lately. I'm saying to seal the deal, that 4 points wasn't what sealed the deal. That's what
I
I'm
say
getting.
he's elite.
That's what I'm
It's
talking
a
about.
7-game series. All
lately.
7 are lately.
He wasn't drafted fourth for no
But
reason.
to your point, you just said you talk about.
No, I said Aaron Gordon helped them win the championship. You were using that metric to say Jordan Poole is elite. I asked you then, is Aaron Gordon elite? No. So you can't use that metric for Jordan Poole. That's what I'm getting at. Follow me here.
They're two different players. They're not even the same player. They don't play the fucking same position.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
It doesn't matter. You just said he's elite because he helped them get to the championship.
Okay, so Jordan Poole's not one of the.
He's not elite. He's a good player.
No, he's not
elite.
Aaron Gordon played a big role too for
He's
them.
up and coming. He's on his way to being. But it's, again, disrespectful to put him in an elite category, and we're talking about Steph and Clay here.
Aaron Gordon had to guard KD, Brian. He had to guard some guys.
I'm like, oh,
KD wasn't doing shit. Hold on, time out, CT. Now that's a terrible example. Everybody on this podcast know that it wasn't KD that was doing shit. It was Devin Booker,
Jimmy
KD.
Butler. He guarded.
Oh, you mean this past year? No, yeah, I agree there.
No, Kevin Durant, KD was not a. Don't mention KD in the playoffs at all this year. It was
He
Devin
wasn't
Booker.
hooping? KD wasn't hooping. Go
If
look
he
at
was
his
hooping,
numbers.
why the fuck he wasn't in the finals?
KD was
Go
doing
look at his
KD
numbers. They lost
things,
to the
but
Bears.
Devin Booker was the guy that was doing all the
Right.
work.
CT, you talking about Phoenix, right? CT, look.
Go look at the numbers.
Yeah, fuck these numbers.
See, you know what? With that specific scenario, what it was KD went in the Suns thinking he could do the same thing he did with the Warriors. But that's not the same team there. You're going to need
Chris
a little
Paul, he
bit
didn't know Chris
more.
Paul was
And
gonna
he
get
didn't.
hurt.
I agree.
Oh,
but even with Chris Paul, that's not
You
the
don't think he went there
Warriors.
because of Chris Paul too?
Hell no.
They still not the Warriors.
Well, he had
Clown
Kyrie. Well, Chris Paul or Kyrie, CT.
I mean, he already didn't win with Kyrie, so I mean, why not go to play with Chris Paul?
Because if I had a choice, I know who I would.
Listen, I don't care if I
You seen
hated
Chris Paul
Kyrie.
get to
I'm
the
still
finals?
going
When the
Kyrie
last
over
time
Chris
Kyrie
Paul.
got to the finals.
But listen, Chris and what's the name? He ain't made it.
Right.
They made it to the finals.
Well, they made it that the
Celtics.
the Celtics.
Exactly. When the last time Kyrie?
But Kyrie been hurt though. He
So is Chris Paul.
Well, yeah, I mean, but at the same time, and you can make the argument that even on the Nets, they could have been on their way if Harden and Durant didn't get hurt.
Right.
Kyrie was the only one out there playing, keeping them in late game playoff situations.
But I'm just saying, when the last time Kyrie got there, that's all I'm saying. So
I agree.
You said who I'd rather play with? I don't know.
I
I'd rather
agree,
play
but let
with
me tell you something. Out of all of them, all of the three that we named, I will say that even though he came to a lucky situation going to Boston, he was the only one that dared to be great and said, I want to take the team there myself.
He did.
Nobody else did that. KD left from being something like that with OKC to want to be a co-star on a TV show.
Man, but he took the easiest way.
And he's been a co-star ever since.
To that team, no credit.
That's the penalty of taking the path of less resistance, nigga.
No credit.
I agree. Now KD is still a baller. We all acknowledge that. But you're a co-star. You were a co-star.
They was gonna be good without him.
Who, the Suns?
Scottie Pippen.
Yeah, no, the Suns was. So was the Warriors.
That's what I'm saying. The Warriors is gonna be good without
the Suns would have been better off without KD, because at least you still would have had the defensive player of the year, Mikal Bridges, or runner-up, Mikal Bridges on your squad. You still would have had Cam Johnson. You still would have had some offense.
Mikal developing. You can see Mikal's keep developing, so I don't know why they didn't keep him.
I don't even think it's a development thing. I just think
on this level of energy, nigga.
Bad decision making.
Energy.
I think he has more freedom. Yeah. Suns wasn't giving him that freedom to score. He wasn't no scorer. You better shoot from the corner and shut the fuck up.
So that's right. So what I'm trying to say is, if you give the Suns, give that same energy to the Suns, you're on a different level. They play like, okay, let's give KD the ball. Okay, let's give Devin the ball. All right, let's give Devin the ball. Let's give KD the ball. All right, let's give
like the Nuggets. Do they try to play like the Nuggets?
That's Boston.
KD is not a passing type person. KD shoots the ball.
Well,
KD was passing that thing.
That's what's interesting, though, is the Nuggets only look like that because you have the guy who has the ball in his hands the most, who's arguably one of the most unselfish in the league, maybe the most unselfish. He knows he's the best person to shoot, but this looks better. Half of his passes look like a mistake. Like, was that a shot or nope, it went right over there. Good pass.
He made crazy passes.
It's nobody else like that. So when you put a team together like a Golden State or a Phoenix or anybody like that, you have to have someone that is absolutely not for self. I don't care nothing about me or my stats. I'm going to get it to the best situation out here. That's Draymond Green for the Warriors. That's why that semi works. Because Steph isn't enough by himself. He gets them horse blinders on and just starts scoring and doesn't look. I'm just going to score.
Steph is not a provider. He's like, I'm stuck in a position, I'm going to pass the ball.
Right.
I ran into a double screen, I'm going to pass the ball. It said double screen. He ran into a double team.
Right.
Pass the ball. So, that's
why it works with the Nuggets.
Right, but Draymond Green pisses me off because it's like, damn, you a power forward, and it's like you're too much Jokic. Like you too much on the pass the ball because you're afraid that you're not. I don't know if he's not capable of making shots. I just don't think he shoots them enough.
I don't think that's the case at all. I think it's more so a situation where he recognizes the need on the team. And the need on the team isn't him scoring. He knows Steph can score all the points for the team. So fuck my shot. He's open.
Right. But if you're the third option, you have to eventually come out there.
I agree.
20.
I agree.
22 points.
He don't even got to give him 20. If he could average a smooth 15 with his stats, he would be almost a couple notches below All-Star level.
Draymond will get you a cool 6 points.
That's the issue.
I think he made it averaging 6 one time.
That's the issue.
8 and 8.
That's why I would trade Draymond for Clay. That'd be me.
See, but that's the issue, right? Because we talked about it. Because if you trade away Draymond, then you have 3 players that all want to shoot.
Right.
And it's too hard to acquire someone who is selfless. I don't care nothing about my shots. I'm just going to make the right play. Jokic is that. Draymond is that. It's not too many other players in the league like that are on that level, I'll say. You know, lower tier players that are willing to do that, but not high like was past all-stars doing that.
Right.
So if you trade that away, that's a tough road for y'all from here on out. now y'all have to change y'all's game, and I don't see y'all doing that this late in your career. Even Jordan Poole, who's only 3 years in? This is his 4th year.
Jordan Poole already feeling himself. Jordan Poole is on the Latrell Sprewell side of the game. You ain't never gonna be able to satisfy. You're never gonna be able to satisfy.
Latrell Sprewell said, "Fuck this, I go to N1." And then I come back because it wasn't what I thought it was.
Shout out to Latrell Sprewell for having them spinning. It was calling shit Sprewell for a long time.
The Dadas.
No, I'm talking about the rims, nigga. I'm talking about the actual rims. This nigga said the Dadas, the shoes.
He talking about the spinners.
I'm talking about the actual spinner on niggas' cars. Shoes did exist though. You're right, and that's hilarious.
But did Sprewell make the spinners? I think they just called them that.
Well, no, you're right.
I think he has some percentage.
Well, probably because they was using his name. Everybody was. Oh, you riding on those Sprewells?
You wanted to walk them in.
That motherfucker's chopping. That was the days, though.
Either them or the punks.
Car moonwalking in this bitch.
Exactly. You see the real still spin. I'm going 30 miles per hour. I go to a deal.
Throw some Heelys
on
with the wheels in them.
He said it's some Heelys. He clowning. Let's get into this real shit, though. Zion out here ruining motherfuckers.
And so what happened? What did he do? I still don't.
Listen, I don't know. Did you read through the tweets though?
Pussy. That's what he doing. He slam dunking it.
She put the receipts on the social.
I saw that too. She was talking about he cried when she was topping him off or something like that.
He was buying her like $35K every day, like $20K. I'm like,
but my whole thing is, she said that he turned her into a sex doll. Like
no,
bitch, you was a sex doll before he met you. Like you're a porn star. Like
there's girls out being a sex doll for $35. $35,000.
You were. I'm just saying, you were already in the industry, right?
She getting paid.
You already mixed your business with pleasure, so of course we know that you'll do a job that you get paid for on the back end. And he turned you into a sex doll?
Hey, look, man, she has the most upset pimp ever. Why are you fucking this money up?
He's stupid. You are.
Dude was having fun while he was out.
Why are you fucking this money? He giving you $35,000. Just play along with the game.
Dude paid and he's just spending his money on that.
Listen, now the text messages that motherfuckers was talking about like plies and they was releasing, they make more sense to me now. Before I was like, what does that mean exactly? Like, what is, I mean, I understand he's tricking, but what does that mean? And then hearing this, it's like,
yeah, dude's foul home.
And then plus
you supposed to be out rehabbing and stuff, and that's what he on. Like
that might be his rehab. I'll give him that. You getting your ACL.
That's probably why he hurt all the time.
Your core is getting put together. You're putting your core together.
Definitely raising your heart rate for an extended period of time. So that's good for your, you know.
That's why he hurt all the time.
I would hope not. I would hope not.
I believe it is. I feel like if he left that alone, he'd probably be focused and can play past All-Star break or something. Because dude don't never get past.
I don't know, but we seen He Got Game. Oh no, it wasn't He Got Game, was it? It was Love and Basketball, where the dad was sliding off to hit something off before every game, so it might get you loose. You know what I'm saying? Like he might be.
That's back in the day. Hey, that's back in the day. You could do stuff like that.
That might be his pre-workout.
They wasn't coughing.
Back in the day, you go there off a fifth. You can go there off a fifth of hand back in the day and go crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Basketball ain't boxing.
Motherfuckers like, I don't even drink Gatorade. Give me my water bottle. And the coach is like, oh, that you give it to him. Whatever.
See, back in the day, you could do a lot of stuff, and nowadays you just weak, man. Just chill. You just gotta focus.
Listen, Mike Tyson could leave the hotel room from drinking and doing cocaine to the fight, and then go back up and keep kicking it after it's over. That is a different time, but
yeah, I think that caught up to him too, though.
And that money different now, so he's like, I'm gonna just chill.
My biggest issue with it, right, though, my biggest issue is not the questioning of if that's how he's getting hurt, but the fact that you know that we know that you ain't been playing for quite a long time. You can do all you want to do behind closed doors, but once it starts coming out that a porn star calls you a sex addict, that's a different level of fucking Jack. You doing a lot of work not to be on this motherfucking floor if a porn star is telling you you're a sex addict.
And he got another girl pregnant, like this girl, I guess.
Right.
He's doing a lot of work.
You gotta be. He got
two girls.
He's tricking twice, though. He's tricking 2 times.
But that doesn't surprise me.
I mean, but it ain't tricking if you got it.
Look, man, look. 35,000 for anything is a lot of money.
Wow.
Right? Look, we all on this platform have accomplished many things with less than $35.
Man.
Less. We've accomplished some great things. Less than $35.
I can't.
35 grand. You need 35 grand.
To bust one.
Attention.
I'd be the richest.
That's outrageous. You out the game. No, there's no explanation for that. You way up. The price is too high.
But to be fair, agendas change when you got 35 in your pocket or 35,000, right? So
35.
You probably got 35 million.
35. I wouldn't say nothing. 35 grand. Is where someone needs to step in and be like, nigga.
I mean, I understand it, but 35 grand to a motherfucker that's sitting on 2 M's is like, yes, you're frivolous. You're being frivolous with your finances, my nigga. Right. But if you want to trick it off, what can you do?
Trick it away.
Right, you're right. I've never had 35 grand to do that with. But I feel like
I wouldn't be doing it. That's a fucking fact.
I could have $35 million.
I have to make
spend 35K
on the first. You might as well.
Listen,
next time.
You know that MJ check coming in soon, so you might as well go and throw the 35K. Oh, I just did the story commercial, so I might as well. They throwing me.
Listen, that new 2K coming out. I'm gonna get a good check from that.
My new shoe just dropped, so I might as well go get a 35K. Might not do nothing.
Before he went to the league, wasn't he a virgin before he went to the league? Wasn't that one of his claim to fame? He was a
Christian
virgin
type. Yeah, I don't know. I think it was.
I don't know if it was virgin, but I know what you're referring to. You may be absolutely correct.
He was fucking hitting on bitches coming into the fucking league on some weirdo shit. They was talking about sending text messages. Shit, talking about, can you come over? You want to come over on Snapchat? You want to come over? Can I see you?
But come on now, like we've sent worse.
Who we were saying it to?
Right. I was selected if I said worse.
Well, I'm saying worse than come over. Come on, can I see you come over? Like, so you can't judge a man for something like that.
That's pretty.
He wasn't getting responses back. There was no responses back. It was just showing.
Yeah, they always blast my dude. It looked like he always getting put on blast.
Mm-hmm. Like, he's probably one of those. Just because you got money don't mean you ain't corny. I know we all know that. He might be corny. You feel me?
I agree. And it shows like you spoiled too, right? Because anybody who grew up, away knows you didn't want to ask questions that you was going to hear no to. Like, I'm not trying to hear my mom's no or this no that I'm not even going to ask her.
In his position either, like, being up there is like one of them guys highly recruited, you know what I'm saying, ranked high, going to Duke, and they just putting you on blast like that. Like, oh yeah, I gotta get off this.
That's tough.
Delete this app.
That's tough. But to Aaron's point,
everything's gone.
But to Aaron's point, even you gotta be kicking yourself for fucking that bag.
It can happen once. It can happen again.
No, because is she suing him, or is this just like some bold claims? Is there any law?
Can't sue.
No, I'm saying if he's.
I don't know what the end play is.
Yeah, if he's giving her $23,000 a month just off the strength. And then whatever the situation is, like, you better make up. You better kiss and make up.
No, you can't come back from that one. They hit the social world.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Before it even takes place, like, there should have been something in the back of her mind that said, "Don't do this. Don't do this, because if I can continue this situation, it would be better."
To chase a bigger bag. That's my only thought.
That's a great point.
Why would you want to fuck it up?
That's a great point, because she said it in one of the text messages that motherfuckers have been hitting me up for interviews left and right, and I've been turning them down. So now when this bitch goes on a press tour,
but that money's gonna run out.
Hey Cliff, write a book. Life with Zion. You hear me?
That money's gonna run out. She should have just not messed that bag up.
CT, but in her mind, when you
for the long run, you gotta. If she'd have got pregnant or something, you know what I'm saying, you could have hit it with that.
But hold on, isn't somebody allegedly? I want to Google it.
One of his girls, he had a baby shower.
It ain't her.
He had a baby reveal or some shit.
Yeah. It's not her. It's
he having a daughter.
So either way, Zion's fucked. Yeah, he got a baby on the way.
Yeah, I know.
I wouldn't say he's fucked.
That don't mean that he can't continue doing what he do. That's what I mean by when I said that the shit changes when you got 35 in your pocket or 35,000. And when you're on the level of Zion money, I'm sure that each one of these young ladies, I apologize for using the B word previously, I'm sure that each one of these young ladies understand that they are not the only young lady that's in this situation. And I'm pretty sure they understand that they potentially will never be the only young lady in this situation. So if you so choose to have a child with this young lady and keep this young lady around too, and you want to keep tricking, that's completely up to you and you alone. Right. So for her to automatically think, and she's not young.
How old are they?
I don't know, but I've seen she's had some movies out for a while. You hear what I'm saying?
Oh, you talking about that one? I'm talking about the baby mama.
Right. So I'm saying you're not a young girl making a dumb decision off a whim. Right. You had time to think about this, and you
also think about how like your rent's getting paid. How many people's rent he's paying right now?
Listen, $35,000 a month. You got to do 7 to 8 films to recoup that bread you just lost out on. So now she got to get back into the industry and hit 7 to 8 jobs up to make that.
Yeah, and you had the smoothest lick ever.
She probably ain't have to do nothing to get that either. Just getting it just alert. Ding.
Right.
I'm telling you, there's a pimp out there that's crying. He can't hold it in no more. You gonna sue him for what? Who's getting how much? But why? But why?
You stupid though, but God bless him. But I seen a article or I don't know if it was like a post or something that said South Carolina ain't winning. Talk about John Zion. They said they ain't winning right now.
Nope.
I don't get it, G. Like, I don't get it. Give it some time.
They both. That's bad. What does that say about their AAU? And everybody they've been surrounded by. Motherfuckers, anybody see this coming? That's what I want to know. Like, people they played with shit.
That's just a testimony to these fucking young ass kids growing up these days. No matter where you put that,
get that early bag.
You might be right, Cliff, because we just talked to these motherfuckers toting guns online. We talked about that the other day. You like that just like I don't know. That's a thing all the time now, I guess.
Because back then they wasn't getting money like this they do now, so they really had to grind for it, like go hard in the league and stuff. Now they just giving bread out early.
Yeah, you get bread in college.
Well, first deal you might get a 295 max. You know what I'm saying?
You may be getting that younger than that. You know the little white boy, the baby Gronk dude. He's still in middle school. You know the little white dude with the mullet. He's young. He's like 12. But they said that he got an NIL right now at the age he's at. That's almost. It might even be over $1 million.
Oh, I see him. Man, fuck this.
The same thing about like attractive girls. Like if you're an attractive girl and you're not athletic at all, but you're attractive and you play college, whatever sport, they getting $3-4 million.
Right.
Like, you don't have to be attractive. You don't have to be good at what you do. If you're attractive or marketable, I guess you would want to say.
Right.
Angel in the bag.
They give them these girls a bag too, man.
Well, that's because she's all right. She's cute, and then she also balls.
No.
And she comes from that.
The balls part doesn't matter. Like she can score like maybe
it does.
It
does matter. It does matter. Because the bottom line is,
especially winning that championship,
Miami,
over the top.
Miami, the Twins.
But see, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, and I bet you nobody in the history of podcasts has ever brought this up. And I hate to be the one to have to do it, but I would imagine an NIL deal for a female would be a lot harder than an NIL deal for a male. Because you're using your image and likeness for the most part for other people that are inspired to do what you do. But the moment you, a college athlete, chooses to do a Maxim magazine because they paid you so much, you're out of the school.
I would challenge you to see if that's actually the case. I don't know if it's the case. So I don't know if
I'm just saying, if you get to a point of getting too racy.
No, but not. Well, I get what you're saying, but what I'm trying to say is
that's a problem.
Let's all right. So
but you're gauging that off of, at that point, you're gauging that off of their looks without their accolades. So we know in the world that we live in, the only way to profit off your looks are to push the agenda, which would mean you would end up being in a bathing suit or a Maxim magazine or something along those lines, and being a collegiate athlete, still having to uphold to a, what do they call it, the standard of decent, the shit that they you can't make the school look bad. So at that point, you can't accept all of those jobs. Now, with the dude, it's completely different, right? Because you can sexualize a dude in their equipment. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shirt off in your football pants, and automatically that's sexual to a woman, but it's perfectly fine to an athlete.
Right. So all my only defense of that is that, so say you play basketball, would they make you wear a volleyball outfit?
Yeah.
Right. You're wearing some booty shorts and a tank top. Right? Say they make you wear a beach volleyball outfit. You in a bathing suit. We just talking about regular college sport. And I get what you're saying, but all I'm trying to say is that as long as it's something that other athletes are wearing,
right,
they will let you wear it. And look, let's be honest here. If you're wearing basketball shorts and a tank top, We know what's going on. All right, we get it. He's having. Hey, look, you ain't hiding shit from the basketball show. I know what you're trying to hide.
I had to wait.
Yeah.
I had to wait to absorb that information just to make sure I knew where you went with it.
Yeah, I mean, basketball. Look, there are some female basketball players that look great in basketball uniform. What's wrong with saying that?
No, there's nothing. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that.
That's all he's saying.
I'm just saying I don't know. I would imagine it to be. It would be very hard for me to believe that the bulk of the women's NIL deals aren't coming from other organizations that work with the similar things they do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure NILs for like girls come from, can you come speak at the school, the events for the women's basketball? Can you do this? But I doubt it goes too far beyond, you know what I'm saying, into that other shit.
But it would, because there's a lot of unorthodox girls out there who are 6'2". They bad though. They 6'2", or they 5'10" and a little overweight. They wear a size 13, right? You know what I'm saying? They need some basketball shorts, right? They need some...
I don't know about size 13.
Hey, to touch on that, I'm pretty sure they do get the offers all the time.
Oh yeah,
but it's an image thing.
Right, that's what I mean.
Liz Cambridge. You know what I'm talking about, the light skinned chick?
Oh no, yeah, used to play for the Sparks.
She's beautiful, but she about 6'7".
Yeah, I climbed that. As Cliff say, I've climbed that mountain.
You climb it, but you are you gonna? I'm not gonna go that far. All I'm gonna say is that she's a tall woman that's attractive, and there's some women out there who need somebody that needs to.
And I'm here.
I like Liz Cambridge. Don't get me wrong. I'm tall.
Oh shit!
If she need me, I got a decent vertical. So I mean, I'm here.
I got a 25-inch vertical. What you want to do?
You hear me?
She ain't breathing with that.
Oh shit!
I might not be tall, but I'm strong.
Oh
baby.
shit!
I'm strong.
Oh my gosh, I can't. Oh, I got a headache.
Damn.
Don't worry about the height, baby. I got the strength.
I got a headache. All y'all. You see what you did, Zion?
Right. Fucking Zion.
God damn.
Damn it, Zion.
Oh shit, that's hilarious.
Ain't that a biblical name? Not to bring that in, but ain't Zion supposed to be like a name in the Bible or something?
Yeah, Lauren Hill already did that one.
It's crazy that is what popped in your head too, because that's what I was about to say. It means something.
A whole song about it. She made a song about that guy.
Hey, I don't care. No offense, but every nigga I know named Zion ain't shit.
That's what I was about to say. Like that. Thank you. That's kind of what I was alluding to.
Just
like,
keep it 100.
Like that's supposed to be a name of meaning, and a lot of niggas named Zion I feel like aren't shit. I don't know why.
Every nigga I know Zion, I don't even remember how they do.
You don't what? What you say?
I said I don't even remember how they look.
Man, what you look like?
That's
Yeah, I
You look like a Zion. I mean,
it's a stereotype, but I mean,
yeah, that's what I was looking for. What word? I was about to say prejudice. You prejudging all Zions?
bigotry.
Zion might be a fuckboy.
You ain't shit. I know you right now, little nigga. You 2 years old, but you ain't gonna be shit.
No,
You know what I mean?
God.
You ever meet a kid named Damien?
I know some kids named Damien.
Yeah, I know. I know
named
what
Damien.
you're talking about. I haven't seen them since. Right? I haven't seen them since. I imagine he's on some bullshit or something. Was he not on some bullshit? Because I know who you're talking about.
Listen,
That's a good point.
nah,
That's a
I
damn
just I don't. You know, I don't
like
speak
that.
on somebody else's business. I don't know.
I damn sure don't
I don't know
know
what you
that.
on right now.
He said, I don't remember Jamie.
You know,
I know who you're talking about.
love him to death. He was a great young man when I knew him.
I was a good dude. He was very young though, so I don't know what happened, but I hope he's doing good things in life.
Me as well.
Only Damian I know what they had is Damian Lillard. Just saying.
Damian don't talk a lot, and I don't know if you can really trust Damian in the cut like that. Damian might rob me. I don't know.
Damian ain't robbing nobody.
But Damian Lillard is one of the people where he kind of, I'm not going to say he lives up to the name, but he's a very secretive and hard to judge person. His next move is hard to see. He doesn't project.
Agreed. I understand what you're getting at.
Right.
Okay, I understand what you're getting at, but I don't know if you could. I don't know if you could attribute that to the trait of having that name.
All right, I'll give you that. It's a stretch. Maybe it's a stretch.
But I understand what you're saying.
His game winning shot, even though it looks the same,
it was just like this. He was just like this. Even shit, just be around the mirror. He around the camera. Where's the camera at? Oh, shit.
I can't. Where are we at?
I don't know.
Where are we at?
On this day in 1998, Michael Jordan won his sixth championship.
25 years ago.
On this day. And it's the 14th, so it's 2 days after this one took place.
No, on to...
Yeah, 25 years ago this day.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, right. What game was it? Does it say? Was it game 6?
Yeah, he ain't never went to game 7.
Right.
Never ever.
But did he close it out on his final on game 6?
Yeah.
You don't remember?
That was game 6, that flu game shot?
Because 1999 was the Spurs. And
Utah.
Then 2000 was the Lakers, and 2001 was the Lakers. And 2000.
Yeah, it was against Utah, and they won 4-2.
Right. It was
You don't remember?
The shot against Bill.
When he made Byron Russell look like
Byron Russell, yeah.
They say the shot, MJ shot. They labeled it MJ shot.
when he had the
That wasn't the flu game, was it?
It was in that series.
Game 6, 1998. This is the last game. We hit the...
Right, and he did the punch, the jump and the swing after.
And they won by 1 point. Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Okay. So I guess that would have been on par then. So because that was game 5 that Nikola won, and they would have been playing again today if Miami would have won that.
Well, they've been playing tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess they have been giving threes now, haven't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
So it would have been tomorrow.
It was different back then too. Yeah.
Jordan had 45
Yeah, they didn't give you threes back then.
Yeah.
Once you hit game 5, it was like a game in between. No matter the trouble.
One. Yeah.
So that's an interesting stat then, because that's pretty close.
And he played 44 minutes too that game.
Yeah, he was gassed.
God damn.
The GOAT.
I remember that game.
Go runner up. Yeah, sound good.
Dennis Rodman played 39. Kukoc played 42.
He had some guys with him.
Yeah, Tony was a fucking...
My nigga Ron Harper. Niggas forget about Ron Harper.
Ron Harper was a dog.
Yeah, he had 8 points in that game.
Point guard, nigga.
Oh, big ass point guard.
And he was too, and it's hard to be a point guard with Mike.
I don't think so. The way he ran,
no, you can catch and shoot.
Was
he made it look good?
Because half the time, now if Mike, or I'm sorry, if Ron Harper had a Steph Curry type game,
ooh,
like where he could hand it off to Mike and then just run around till he got open, he might have had a lot better of a career. You feel what I'm saying? But just handing it off to Mike and then getting in the spot.
If he had that type of game, they win 2 more.
Hey, Ron Harper played with Del Curry in Cleveland. I don't know if y'all know that or not. That's actually kind of
Yeah.
They played at the same time.
I didn't know that.
Curry and Ron Harper played in Cleveland.
Yeah, he was super
around
dark.
92, 93. Maybe even earlier than that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Ron Harper.
Then he went to the Lakers too, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he played in LA.
The Lakers after the Bulls. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that was after the fact. Yeah.
When they had Glenn Rice and all them.
In 2000 when they beat the Pacers.
Beat the Pacers, yep.
Yeah. The one time Reggie got over the hump for it was over with.
Yeah, he should have known that was an okey doke, man. You got Shaq and Kobe. You know,
Yeah.
Didn't he play in 03 too?
your next best players, Jalen Rose.
Who, Ryan?
Reggie Miller's next best players was Jalen Rose and Antonio McDyess when they played the Lakers.
He had
Yeah.
Mark Jackson.
Yeah.
You right. You right about that.
Mark Jackson was with him too, I think.
He might have been. I think it was the McDyess.
I feel like there was somebody else though on that Pacers team.
That left shore.
Well, you had
Who?
didn't you have Antonio Davis?
It was
Davis the
They
big,
didn't have
yeah.
Antonio Davis. It was the Davis brothers. They had the Davis
Davis brother.
Antonio and Herbert. Herbert Davis.
Okay.
Right. Then they had like they had Rick Smith. That's what they had.
Yeah, Rick Smith at the
Smith.
center.
Smith.
Smitty Smith.
That's
Tall
who I
ass.
wanted. Yeah, that's who I was. I knew it was somebody on there.
They had Rocky Four on their team, nigga. That was Rocky Four, nigga. Those niggas-
They was tough.
Ivan Drago. Oh shit. Nah, we didn't been down memory lane. I'm going first of all, before we get to the hit the showers and all that, I'm gonna be causing a scene at my job tomorrow when I listen back to this for the audio. Because y'all motherfuckers are dumb as hell. I just want to get that out. I want to let each and every one of you. I lay you to death. Dumb as
Right.
shit.
Hey, that's good. You got the past 2 ones in a row been hot. The way
Listen.
ratings need to be.
Grade A quality.
Man.
Bringing the
Lord.
heat. No pun intended.
I laughed so hard this episode that I drew on one of them on my piece of paper.
You got a dot connector connected.
That shit
Yep.
funny, man. But
That's why we do it, Cliff.
who we got hitting them?
You know, gotta hit him. His first thing is Zion.
Zion gotta hit him.
Tell Zion send 35 this way.
What you gonna do for it? Is the
All
question.
right, CT.
I'm out the way.
He said, "I'm out the way."
His ankles.
Posting his comments.
Nigga, Zion.
Wouldn't it be crazy if she didn't even leak the text messages and it was like his trainer and was like, "Nigga, I didn't make that much. How the fuck you gonna pay this bitch that much? I'm leaking the text messages. I seen them hoes."
If I'm making $5,000, I'm not saying
He's
that.
making 150.
Listen, you hear me?
I'm
$5
being real.
grand what though?
If for whatever 35 you giving her, if you give me $5,000 for training you in the gym, I'll take that cheap.
I mean, but that's only what, 60,000? 60. $5,000 a month. 5 times 10 is 50 times 2.
Look, there's gonna be some residual off of that, right? So I'm gonna take them residuals. For one. 2.
Nah, I mean, I need more than 5, but I mean, I'm not gonna say nothing even if I'm only getting 5. That's not the kind of nigga I am, but
Look, how many 45 you got on there? How many 45s on there? You got 2 45s? Put 3. All right. How many miles you run a day? 2? All right, 1 3.
I'm not following.
I'm saying I'm not finna do too much for that 5 days.
Oh, okay.
I'm training you. I'm just training you. Look. You ate a cheeseburger today?
But trainers work the same way as like a coach would. Where
So
the
what-
better you do with a person, the more offers you get in the future. So you would want to put your all into Zion even still.
Is there a chef involved? Oh, imagine so.
Yeah, but that don't got shit to do with me. I'm training this motherfucker.
I'm telling the chef what to make. Like, give him chicken breast with broccoli and rice.
Nigga, you the chef. You make what you want to make. All I'm saying is do this
We're making
and
lobster.
keep your dick in your pants at least 2 times less or more a day than you
I
would
think nobody
normally.
can influence that. You can't influence that, is what I'm trying to say. You can influence the diet, though. Hey, look, man, I see you got your electrolytes is low.
He probably in the training room like, listen, if you ain't gonna stop, at least hit these positions because it's gonna strengthen your quads and your motherfucking.
He got no problem doing those.
Oh
He's
shit!
gonna get to the floor.
We're gonna need you to start, getting into it.
Fighting to get in the playoffs.
Fresh squeezed orange juice, nigga. Get that in there.
He was an all-star again this year.
Who else we got hitting them?
I got 10 teams hitting them.
10 teams hitting them.
Yeah.
Run them off.
I'm gonna say Lonzo Ball. I'm gonna move out the way.
The Jazz, the Nets, the Hornets, the Pacers, the Clippers, the Grizzlies, the T-Wolves, the motherfucking Pelicans, the Magic, and the Suns.
And why exactly?
Cause y'all bitches still ain't want no chip, bitch.
Damn, that was a long list.
That was a long list. When you put it
Nuggets got off of that hoe.
when you put it in perspective like that, it's like, how the fuck y'all ain't got one out this?
I ain't got one.
It
The
shows
Nets-
you how hard the sport
Well,
is.
did we take it all the way back though? Is the question.
Nah, fuck all that. We talking currently.
Mess up when they had
It's been around 75 years too.
But every team hadn't. Like the Nuggets is a perfect example. They've only been around 47 or 43, 40.
around longer than the Magic, right? The
I
Magic.
think they had a 50th anniversary.
Hey, look.
Nah, not the Nuggets.
The Heat ain't been around but since '88, so I don't want his shit.
The
Oh
Nuggets,
wow.
Nuggets been around since the '70s. They came from the CBA. They came with the Pacers and the Nets and whoever else came from the other league. The ABA. They came from the ABA, right? The Magic came and they had Shaq and Penny. They went to the Promised Land against Hakeem and them, got that ass whooped. And then Dwight went with the Magic, got that
Lost
ass
to Kobe.
right.
Yeah.
The Magic have been the closest to getting it, but they just never sniffed it. After that, the Hawks, no.
Say LeBron got
The Suns are the most recent.
Yeah, you right. LeBron got Cleveland.
Barkley and Cedric Sabalos, fucking Dan Marley. Who else?
No. I'm talking about the most recent team that's been there that hasn't won one is Phoenix.
Right.
Milwaukee got one. Oh,
They
already had
just
one.
went and the Bucks took them out.
That's true.
Yeah.
Giannis in that 50 piece, boy.
Oh, okay. I'm following.
Is that the last first timer championship team that got to the finals these last couple of years? Like the Nuggets, you know what I'm saying? They just got there. Has there been another one?
And then you had Phoenix a couple of
Toronto?
years. They
What
got
about the Raptors?
Toronto went
No.
there and
But they got. Yeah, no, they
They
had.
had one before.
They got one with
Yeah.
Kawhi.
That's the one I'm talking about.
they beat the
Yeah,
That's
that
like
was
the
they
last
first, but they weren't in the finals prior.
Ever.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, Vince,
Nah, they weren't.
so
They
only Phoenix and the Magic have been that close and I got it.
Okay.
Jazz.
I was just trying to see what team that got there.
Right,
and did.
right.
The Jazz have.
Yeah, the Jazz had with
Jazz
Malone
and
and
the
Stockton.
Pacers.
Yeah.
Pacers
You
got
are
there.
right. You are right.
Yeah, the Pacers too. The Pacers went once.
Hot take
But
real
this is
quick.
back. Uh-huh.
Sacramento
Hot take
never
real
got there.
quick. If the T-Wolves would have built the real team around K Love, they would have got there.
In what year?
They had Kevin Martin. I don't know what their team was weird.
What year was that?
It was weird.
It was-
exactly.
Yeah,
Andre
Kevin Martin
Miller
came
was
from
probably
Houston, though, and Houston got rid of him because he was hurt.
What year
And he
was
wasn't the
that?
same Kevin Martin in
Y'all know he wasn't the same.
Minnesota.
He was a hooper.
He was still productive, but he wasn't the same Kevin Martin. But what did you ask, Aaron?
I said, what year was this? What year did that occur?
2008 or 9. 2009.
Yeah, because Kevin got drafted the same year as Derrick Rose. Remember that year we was in Atlanta and we watched that championship
That was
Oh, wait.
at your one apartment, and
all right.
and he came out the gates hot, but he wasn't really getting there like that.
That's
He had
2010.
He started taking off around his second, third year. And then that's when, after that, LeBron swooped him.
So 2009 was Derrick Rose last, like,
MVP year.
and then 2010 was like the year he got injured. 2010, 11, he got injured, I think. Then
I believe so.
after that, it was just a wrap. He didn't have anything.
I believe so.
I think he got drafted in 2008.
2008, yeah.
That was
He was the youngest rookie to get MVP.
Yep, because it was the year after my incident.
It's not funny.
But
Bron should have got it.
and I remember because I was down there with my cane.
Yeah. He was,
Bron should have got at least 6 MVPs.
I was that pimp
should
that
have
was
at
like,
least
Mariah.
yeah, you was.
They gave.
That's
Hard
my hit
Bron.
the showers. My hit the showers go to Mariah Mills. And just to put it so clear, and it be as no disrespect, with all due respect, young lady, you are already a sex doll. Don't put that on my nigga Zion like that. You was already that before he got a hold of you. Let's just cut.
He's trying to bring Zion down,
Cut the shit.
drag him through the mud.
And
She
if
said
you
ain't
wasn't,
already
and
been-
even if you wasn't, and you changed your life for a year and a half prior to meeting him, you knew what you was getting into when you got a freshly signed, hella breaded NBA player. Stop playing with me. They just said Scottie Pippen's wife talking about they had sex 4 times a day every day for the entirety of his whole month. Get the fuck out of here. Now, if you heard that, then what you expect getting with a young virile? This nigga's what, a couple years in the league. He ain't Scottie Pippen.
Did you say 40 or 4?
4.
4 times a day. She said 4 times a day.
I was making sure that I was going to say 40. That's cap. I know for a fact that's cap.
Shit, I think 4 is cap. 4 times a day, every day. So y'all, how many towels y'all got? Y'all just putting towels down on the weeks that you was menstruating, and you was just fucking up sheets and towels and all kinds. And that shit goes through it. So how many mattresses have that stain?
All right,
under
I
it?
said the same thing about Wilt Chamberlain. Nigga, you had to do nothing else. And
You gotta think 4 times a day on a period for 7 days is 28 times.
It's not the same chick though. It can't be the same chick.
It's
That gotta be an off week.
but she said 4 times a day she said it. She didn't say it was a tag team. This ain't Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, Randy Savage. She wasn't tagging somebody else in
If you're playing the game wrong, if you're working a whole month, you need your week off.
and then you can't count, even if she was tagging somebody, then you can't count her stats on your pussy. That's her pussy stats.
It's a tag team.
Not her pussy
Tag
stats.
team. It's a high, you go to the most, you high five, you down.
Nah, y'all both, yeah, even though y'all both get the win, he took the more hits. The fuck? That don't work.
Got her pussy stats.
You can't count her pussy stats there. So yeah, that's my hit 'em. So who you got, Mark? Did you give him?
Nah. Shit, season's over. I mean,
So the season's over. It's kind of hard.
yeah. I hit the showers, Lakers. I need to see some talk. I still didn't hear your boy CT LeBron talk anything since he went on that rant about I don't know about basketball no more. I need to hear LeBron come out and give some kind of confidence.
No, you know it's gonna take. They just won the finals. It's still fresh. The season was just ending. You know what I'm saying? Let him take his vacation to Mexico or somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Duck off for a couple, get his mind right, and then he's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I'm back. I need that."
I need him to rally the troops.
Let him Captain Planet with the Banana Boat crew and take a vacation down in Cabo.
He probably thinking like, if we'd have got to that finals, that was ours. Like we just needed to beat the Nuggets. Like we was gonna get that. So I'm telling you, he gonna be back.
Nah, I do agree. I think that if they would have got past the Nuggets, it probably would have been there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it would have been rap. If he'd have got there this time around, he got to go grab that one.
It's funny if we saying that and Q ain't around. Q would be saying some shit.
You say what?
Yeah, I did.
Y'all say what?
I repeat. I said it. I said I do think if the Lakers would have got past the Nuggets, they'd have got that finals.
Nah, dog. I mean, man.
Look. That's look.
I like that about him though. He got thinking through.
I don't think so.
I mean, it'd have been closer. It would have been a closer of a series, but I think the Lakers might have clinched that.
I don't believe AD would have been consistent enough.
I don't either, but I think he'd have been just as consistent with Bam.
That was the difference between the Nuggets and any other team coming out of the West.
I do agree with that.
Jokic brought that shit every night in any category.
But I also think, and I know we've been saying this all NBA playoffs, but I think we'd have got a slightly different LeBron in a final series than Western Conference.
We would have got 7 games.
No, I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
It would have been muscle on muscle for real. We talking about a game in the 70s.
Yeah, I do agree with that, and I think that would have been a nice matchup with Jimmy and Brown.
Old school NBA game, score 78-73 and some shit.
No.
He said 78-73.
You said old.
For real.
That's when niggas wasn't shooting threes. When niggas wasn't shooting threes, scores used to be like more realistically.
Oh, I know. They didn't start consistently hitting over 100 until after we was damn near out of high school.
Right.
I know I was.
But you're not gonna say how old you are. Yes.
I'm 25 every year.
Well, to all my shower heads, we gonna be back next Wednesday. We probably gonna do some all around sports shows until we get back into this football season. But yeah, tune in next Wednesday. Till then, like, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend, tell an enemy,
tell your baby mama,
tell them all to troll,
and tell an ugly ass friend too.
And our annoying ass Annie, mama, and granny.
Yeah.
Do all them $35 nothing.
Ass suck ass.
Peace.